Well, thank you everyone for staying with us this entire day. Very amazing speaker and also great panel today. So really appreciate. Me and David want to share a little bit our why we do this and what our next journey as well. So I'm from the Edge side. So I'm from the Edge is the research lab focused on a local model, smaller model, and a lot of on the open source initiative. So we're very excited to collaborate with definitely the common this year. Hope become having the AI as a common as a public good for people over time as well. So really helping a lot of the tech infrastructure to build out that part. And so this has been a lot of our partner over the past past year. We have been working with all the top researchers in this space. Last year we had our first Edge Intelligence Summit, have the Llama 2 co-author, OpenAI Transformer co-author as well. And this is our second event, or our opening summit this year, to focus a lot on the open source side as well. So really look forward to continue this journey and see you guys see a lot more. And for today, I want to share a bit our core thesis, because when we structure the program today, I want you to think about the 4 different angles. One is the broader open source acceleration. You hear a lot of different speaker and also even grant maker today talking about what's the challenge and why they want to help support with all of the open source project. Second part, we also bring in a lot of the kind of soaring intelligence stack for people who are working on different, whether it's agent, smaller model, LoRa things, to talk about how they're thinking about what's the alternative paradigm on the research side as well. Third, edge computing. As you see, there's a robotic presentation early as well. How to potentially put a small edge model not only on edge devices but also even on the robot side as well. So that's kind of the frontier we're also exploring together. And last part, collective governance. I think that's a very interesting. You see the society library guys talk about how they're using those parts to help garner and also analysis of the open sentiment to make informative decision, whether it's policy making or research analysis as well. So that's kind of why we structure the program today, and hopefully it can be one of the interesting journey for you guys to pursue in the the next phase as well, whether it's a building company or doing research out there. So that's kind of our overall mission. We want to empower individual to thrive in this rapid evolving information age, and also facilitate a lot of the open collaboration. Mentioned a lot in the early today as well. We're going to launch this open source campus. So if you're interested about it, want to learn about the program, let us know. We're going to host a lot of basically from our design partner, our basically with our developer hub as well, to support a lot of the open source builder in this space to help you accelerate. Last but not least, this is our overall timeline. So we're gonna start our recruitment for our a project cohort since April and May. Hopefully we'll launch our first cohort in this July. So if you're interested, give us a ping. So the collaboration, follow us on Twitter. It's very easy to remember, Edge AGI. Website, edgeintelligence.xyz. And if you're a student, make sure you find me later. So we're gonna start with some of the student fellowship program as well. So we'll love to have you there. But yeah, thank you everyone.
Yeah, so we come to the end of the day. And thank you to everyone that made it this far with us. So I wanted to give a special thanks to Kalani and Sarah up here for running the stage. Yeah, from Jocelyn from RDI to help us ground this conference here at UC Berkeley. Thank you. And Era and Cameron. So it's been a pleasure and an adventure and some exciting unknown moments working with both of you to put this event together. I think it came together really well, and I'm excited to continue to collaborate with both of you. I wanted to mention a conversation Cameron and I had back in November, I think, in Istanbul. That was kind of the genesis of this event. And this was an experiment for us. We haven't done AI-related content before, but learning more and more about the NEAR ecosystem and the values that they stand for, really learning about Ilya's thought process and drive to create a world where the kind of our own thoughts, our own processes, our own lives, the information we create, our data footprint, isn't in the purview of corporations, but is controlled by ourselves in a sovereign way, I think that's a really compelling vision and one that we want to support becoming a reality. And we're really happy to work with the NEAR team and foundation for this event. And they sponsored today in a big way, and not just financially, but in terms of pulling heavy weight for everything, really, from the content to the marketing to the logistics. So yeah, I really want to give you guys a big thanks. Yeah. And thank you, everyone, for being a part of this community. So I'm David. You can find me if you want to get involved in the Funding the Commons ecosystem. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Yeah, and Cameron, last words, yes, please.
Very last words. So we actually have an ongoing round on this product called Potluck to support open source AI developers. There's $50,000 put into a pot dedicated to match donations to people that register and want to donate to open source AI projects. So even if you're an independent contributor, you get registered, people donate to you, those donations get quadratically matched. What that means is depending on how many people donate to you determines how much you get matched. So $1 can turn into maybe like $10,000 depending on how many people donate to your project and other projects. So if you're interested about this, I'm going to be at the NEAR booth. Happy to talk about it. And the whole point is to fund open source AI development. And you do not need to build on NEAR. You just need to be building open source AI. So that's it.
Thank you.